Hello, Kingdom people. So I was in the middle of recording a video and I cut myself off by mistake. So please do go back and watch part one of They Are Mad Because You Are Breaking the Generational Curse. And so I'm going to continue from where I left off. And so what I was saying is that this person that was speaking of, this relative, that they had been watching me all of my life and keeping up with me all of my life. And it was a thing of, at one point in time, I talked to this person and confided in them quite a bit. And so over the years, I wasn't doing that anymore because, as I indicated before, I began to sense something was off with this person. And even though I was still interacting and engaged with them, I just knew something was off. So I would refrain from what it was that I would share with them and, my interaction with them. But also what was happening is, even with the interactions that what we were having, God has revealed to me that it was their way too of keeping up with what was going on in my life, and not just that, feeding off of my spirit. They were like trying to pull from my spirit. Now, mind you, they were trying to stop me from breaking the generational curse, but they were also feeding off of my spirit, because being the chosen one, you just have a spirit that brings life, that bears life. And what happens is, cursed people don't have that. They just don't have that. So they have to feed off of someone who does have it. Now, again, this person had their way of keeping up with me. And what I would notice is they would ask certain questions. And when I was, to get information, to see what was going on in my life. And what happened was, I kind of discovered that. So again, I would refrain from communicating about certain things. And what I found is that this person would just sit and allow me, wait to just see what I shared. And I noticed it, and I would share things, and I was very aware of what I was doing, and I would share things, and even some of those things that I would share, when I would talk back to them at another time, later down the line, they would ask me about certain things I shared. And certain things that I would share, it was the questions they were asking me were weird, because it was obvious they were trying to keep up with what's happening now. What are they doing now? What's going on in your life now? And one of the things that they were trying to keep up with, what I learned is some of the negative things that I had shared with them, things that I were experiencing in my life. They were trying to get updates on, is that still happening now? Are you experiencing that now? And what I learned is, they were doing things to send that in my direction. They were causing that. Now, the thing is this, kingdom people, when you become aware, which is what's happening with many of us today, God is making us aware of these witches and warlocks and these demons that are out here doing these kind of things. When you become aware, you are protecting yourself. You are now protected. Of course, God is protecting you, but now, because you know what they're doing, just you knowing, putting your light on it, seeing it, is protecting you, because now now you're not naive to what they're trying to do or what they have been doing. So I became very aware of what this person was doing. Now, I also want to add this. Over the years, God allowed this to unfold. As I said, I would deal with this. I dealt with them all my life. They're an elder of mine, somewhat of an elder, whom I at one point respected. I don't respect them anymore. I have the agape love for them. That's the love of God. God says, love your enemies. I feel for them, because to allow the enemy to have you like that, I feel for people like that. So, as I was saying, I was dealing with this person all of my life. And the thing is this, God allowed it. And what has happened, kingdom people, it's how they say, if I would have known what I knew back then, I would have did things different. The thing is, if you would have known back then you wouldn't have been able to learn what you had to learn. So it wasn't for you to know back then what God is showing you now, because when the time is right, He'll make it happen. He'll show you. He'll reveal things to you as He did and as He does. And so it's an unfolding. God allows things to unfold, and He will take you back and show you what it was and what was happening, so you will be able to identify it, just period, and even help others in their lives identify that. But this is the thing, kingdom people, it's a learning thing. And not only is it a learning thing, it also equips you to be able to handle spiritual warfare, because now you know how these things work. You know how these demons work. You know how these witches and warlocks work. And not just with the family member. I'm pretty sure if you are kingdom people, you have, listen, spiritual warfare is just part of your life. What changes is how you deal with the spiritual warfare as you grow, as you mature, as you evolve, and you become stronger in your spiritual warfare. So God allows you to go through these things so He can teach you, so He can show you. And so, too, there was something I wanted to add to that. Yeah, He's equipping you. He's equipping you. Now, the other part to that is this. Now, again, they are mad because you are breaking a generational curse. Now, you would think, wouldn't they be happy because you're breaking a generational curse? No, because again, they're protecting the curse. You breaking the generational curse, it pulls the wool from under them, because it's what they know to be their life, what they have, what do I want to say, what they have done and how they have moved and operated in their lives. They actually, like I said, they protect the curse because they're in the curse, and the curse has become their livelihood. Now, what happens, kingdom people, is many of times these people are church people. Many times they go to church, they hide in the church. That's where they masquerade who they really are. Many a times they're, unfortunately, I almost don't even want to say it, they're teachers and preachers and people with positions in the church. But again, they hide in the church to masquerade who they really are, to masquerade the fact that they are really cursed. They are protecting the curse, and many a times they do it through being in the church. And so, yeah, kingdom people, again, God allows this to equip you, and He's teaching you, He's showing you. And look at how they can do this over a period of time, over years. Now, where they go wrong at is this. They think them doing the whole trying to stop you, block you, keeping up, trying to see, because that's all to protect the curse. That's all to keep themselves hidden. That's all designed to keep the curse that had been passed down from generation to generation in place. So in other words, they're connected to the curse. They're committed to the curse. So they can't allow you to break it. So they keep up with you. They try to stop you from breaking a curse with God, which God ordained you to do. And so again, that's where they go wrong, kingdom people. You're trying to stop what God is doing. They are hoping that you won't learn. Hoping you won't grow, that you will always be naive to what's going on, that you won't see what is happening, that you won't see through them. The problem is God is showing you. God is not going to allow you to stay in the curse or be hidden in the curse, so to speak. Why, kingdom people? Because you're the generational curse breaker. And they are mad because you're breaking that generational curse. Again, them doing all of that is a violation to God's authority, who He is and what He is doing. And again, these ones tend to hide in the church. I'm not going to go too much into that. I just want to point that out. If I keep going on with that, we'll be here for a couple of hours. If my phone even let me record that long, I don't know. I never tried it. So here it is, kingdom people. God gave me these scriptures. Excuse me, my nose itching. Y'all know how my nose be doing. They are mad because you are breaking that generational curse. Look like the genie. face. But I don't think she shook her nose. She didn't shake it with her hand. Anyway, I'll be your genie today and deliver you this message. They don't want you to break that generational curse. They are mad because you are breaking that generational curse. Check this out, kingdom people. Now, keeping in mind, they've been trying to keep up with you all your life, or as long as they've been around to keep up with you, to keep you from breaking that generational curse. And this is what God said about that. Exodus 33:14. The Lord replied, I will personally go with you, Moses, and I will give you rest. Everything will be fine for you. So, kingdom people, just like with Moses, God is saying he will personally go with you throughout your life. And he said he'll give you rest in the middle of all of what's going on, all what you've been dealing with, all this, what you still going through, because you are breaking the generational curse and he chose you to do it. He is with you. He's giving you rest. And it says, and everything will be fine with you. So, kingdom people, it don't matter what they try to do, what they trying to stop, how they trying to keep up and keep you from... God said everything going to be fine with you. The thing is, it might not be fine with them because they shouldn't be doing this anyway. But that's a whole nother story. Check this out, kingdom people. Remember, Moses freed the children of Israel from Egypt. He was chosen to break a generational curse. He was chosen to break a generational curse. And Pharaoh and whoever else was mad because he was breaking the generational curse. Excuse me and my nose, kingdom people. Psalm 48:14. This is God, our God forever and ever. He will show us the way until death. Yeah. So what am I saying here? What is this saying? This is God's doing. God is the one that chose you to break the generational curse, kingdom people. This is God, our God, kingdom people, forever and ever. And he will show us the way until death. So why them ones trying to stop you from breaking the generational curse? God is ours forever and ever. And he will show us the way until death. So he's going to, listen, he's been unfolding this whole thing and showing us what's been going on. When it became time, he showed you more. He make you aware more. The reason why it's at a height, kingdom people, is because you're in the, what I want to say, I don't even know the word. You're in the process, literally, on the cusp is what I'm hearing now, of breaking that generational curse. That's why he's revealing to you exactly what's going on and taking you back over your life and showing you what has been happening all along. All along you've been breaking that curse. So even though they've been trying to stop, block, keep up, see, and all this, playing all these games, mind games, trying to throw you all up in illusions and hear you in the hall, all that, it don't matter. Because it says here, God, this is God. This is God. This is what God is doing. And he's our God forever and ever. And he will show us the way until death. That means until their death, until our death, until just death, period. He's going to show us the way. So you can't stop the chosen one. They are mad because you are breaking generational curses. But they can't, it's nothing they can do about it. I just heard, but be cursed with a curse because you're trying to stop it. That's what I just heard. Psalm 32:8 says, I will show you and teach you in this way you should go. I will tell you what to do with my eye upon you. So what's been happening, kingdom people? All along, God been showing us and teaching us the way. While they been trying to block us, stop us, blind us, keep us from knowing, keeping up, trying to see what God would, which way, so they can try to stir and But God said, I will show you and teach you in the way you should go. And that's what he's doing. And that's what he's been doing. And that's what he will continue to do, kingdom people. Then it says, I will tell you what to do. He'll tell you what to do in the midst of all whatever and everything else. It says, with my eye upon you. So what they going to do while God's showing you and telling you what to do, where to go, and his eye on you, which means he's watching over you. God not going to let nothing. I don't even have to finish that sentence. Kingdom people, they are mad because you are breaking generational curses. They are mad because you are breaking the generational curse, and they are mad because you are breaking generational curses. The reason why I say generational curses, because you ain't, again, just breaking it for your family line, for your bloodline. You breaking it all across the board. But I'm speaking particular about your bloodline and your family member that have been trying to stop you and block you and keep you from doing what God called you to do, which is breaking the generational curse. They don't want that curse broken off of them. As crazy as it sounds, that's their comfort zone. That's what they know. The enemy has already captured them, and they want to capture you. They have already vowed to the devil. They have already, in so many ways, sold their souls to the devil. They have already signed and on the dotted line. They are already in covenant. And they're not trying to break the covenant with the devil. They're trying to break your covenant with God. And they can't. And I just showed you through scripture how they cannot. Kingdom people, they are mad because you are breaking generational curses. Okay? Okay. Kingdom people, I am going to let that rest right there. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it the thumbs up. Then click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. Something like this with Kingdom people. I just took my own breath away. So, Kingdom people, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, you can find all the information right down below in the description box. If you go ahead and take a look at my merch, you can click on that link right down below, the first link in the description box. Get you some Kingdom Business merch. It's more to come, but it's some good stuff down there, Kingdom people. Also, if you are interested in any of did I say that? I did. See, I'm breaking generational curses. I'm just going to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. No, I'm not. Kingdom people, if you would like to support my channel, so a seed into me or my ministry, you can cash out me at cash.me/$L Booker and the number 1. You can also PayPal me at paypal.me/Latricia Booker. So, Kingdom people, we are history makers, we are world changers, we are dream successors, we are wealth generators, we are manifestors, we are curse breakers, and we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really do appreciate you being here with me, spending this time. You know I don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold you down. With that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. Kingdom people, that is my time. Jesus girl, she's out. Peace.